Welcome to the Brand Doctor Podcast, strategies that help entrepreneurs build reputable and profitable brands. Here's your host, Henry Kaminski Jr.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Henry Kaminski here from UniqueDesignz.net with another Brand Doctor Podcast episode for you guys. What is going on, everybody? We are just a couple of days away from Christmas. I'm super excited. A lot of fun family stuff coming up, and probably one of my favorite holidays of the year. And so just super grateful this year for a bunch of reasons. One, obviously, the birth of my newborn son 4 months ago. It was 4 months yesterday that he came into this world, and he has just been the biggest blessing ever. So it's going to be really exciting to celebrate Christmas this year with this little guy. And it's just, man, when I tell you, like, I thought I was motivated and ambitious before this little guy came on the planet. And now it's just like 10x that every time I look into his eyes. I mean, it's insane. And he's like, everyone keeps telling me he looks like you. He looks like you. And it's just like, Jesus, it's so true. But anyway, just super excited, and I digress. So I want to get into today's topic of conversation because I consult with a lot of people, meaning I actually pay a lot of money to get people to spend an hour with me to basically keep me in check, keep me guided, keep me focused, keep me aligned. And if you don't have a coach or a mentor yet, I strongly advise that you get one, for the simple fact that entrepreneurship is a lonely road if you try to do this on your own. I don't care if you're building a creative agency. I don't care if you're building an online business. I don't care if you're building a brick and mortar business from the ground up. If you try to do business on your own and try to be everything to everyone and everything inside of your business, you're going to lose. And so one of the things is, man, how do I explain this? Like right around this time of year, I plan my goals for the upcoming year, right? And I've had a couple of programs sort of start off really great, and then just we realize that they're really not that great of a model. And so we've course corrected along the way. And I had a consultation with one of my Facebook buddies, actually. And here's a funny story, right? So if you guys follow me on Facebook, you know, I put out content at least a minimum 3 times a week, sometimes more. And he said to me, I asked the question on Facebook one day. It was like, you know, if somebody's making $50,000 a month, what do they need to do? What do they need to focus in on to make $100,000 a month? And the feedback, just the feedback and the engagement was huge on this particular question. And we realized that 9 times out of 10, if you have a sales funnel or a marketing funnel that's working really well, 9 times out of 10, that's all you really need is more advertising. You need more people coming in. You need more people to attract to get to those numbers. Pretty much. If everything else is cruising, then you need more people and eyeballs on your stuff. So I get a private message from one of the guys that responded initially to the post. And he said, hey man, you give so much advice and so much great value on social media. If there's anything that I could do to help you sort of finesse this out a little bit further in regards to this question that you asked, you know, feel free to reach out. Like, I'm available tomorrow and Friday. So I want to pause right there. And I want to share with you how reciprocity truly is a key game changer in business. You know, I didn't ask for him to do that. He wasn't trying to sell me anything. He made that very clear when I got on the call with him. But just see how that worked, right? The more you give, the more you get back. And it was almost like Gary Vaynerchuk talks about this a lot. He says, I almost guilt people into giving me money because I provide so much value up front. And that's not something that I don't want to guilt anybody to do anything. But in this particular situation, it made me realize that, like, wow, people are willing to give to you now because you give so much. And it's a great relationship. It's a great way to exchange, knowledge and understanding and all of that. So I just wanted to point that out, number one. Number two is I said, you know what? Yes, your comments were very, very helpful. And I want to talk to you a little bit further. So we jumped on a call Friday and he gave me some great, great feedback. And he was like, so after I dumped on him, basically the insides of the business, he got me really, really focused and clear on one thing. And he said, Henry, what are you truly selling? You're not selling design work anymore, bud. You're way past that. You're selling a presence. You're selling an image. You're selling profits for those folks that invest in you and your service. He said, and it sounds to me, I showed him a couple website pages that I was working on. And he says, I'm reading the pages, Henry, and all it's saying to me is, hi, I'm a great designer. Come buy from me. You can get the best prices on designs here at Unique Designz. And he was like, dude, you're so more than that. Don't cut yourself short like you're doing. So he said, what are you really selling? And when he mentioned that I'm selling image, I'm selling a presence, I'm selling an identity, I'm selling authority, I'm selling credibility, I'm selling a reputation that will last for years and years and years for those willing to invest in themselves and their brands, why don't you start talking about that? And so it opened my eyes completely. He was like, when I see your stuff online, I see real high quality stuff. And when I got to your website, there was like a disconnect because it was like you brought me back to the old like graphic designer freelancer web, sales page, right? And I was like, yeah, that's not who I am. There's a lot more to it than just that. And so I was like, wow, you really opened my eyes. So that little nugget alone struck a chord with me. And I immediately restructured one of my programs. And I immediately stopped talking about the deliverables specifically per se. And I started looking at the big picture, which is the end result, the outcome, the benefit that the clients actually receive when they invest in Unique Designz and the service that I provide. And man, was that a wake-up call. So my challenge for you guys today is this. Ask yourself, what am I really selling? What am I really selling? Am I really selling a baseball hat? Am I really selling a t-shirt? Am I really selling a online course? Am I really selling a coaching program? Am I really selling what else is out there? Facebook advertising. Am I really selling any of that? Or am I selling a feeling? Right? When you think like that, because people buy off emotion, right? People buy feelings. People buy experience. If you go to my Instagram page, I asked a question one day. I said, What determines your buying habit? Like what actually gets you to buy, right? I'll give you the specific question here. How do you decide who you'll buy from? And look at these comments. I'm actually looking at it right now. Excellent customer service, high quality product or service, consistency, shipping fast and free. What else? Customer service, how effective the product or service will be that's offered. Customer experience. See, they're all buying feelings. They're all buying feelings. And so shift your mindset today and start to begin to ask yourself, what am I really selling? And don't get so caught up on the product or service itself, and really focus on the outcome, the benefit that people are really, truly buying. And talk about that, because people buy that all day long. The old copywriters or the copywriters today, a lot of their big spiel is, people buy benefits, not features. And that's true. That's so true. So focus on that today. And for 2018, I want you to make a commitment to yourself to stop looking so narrow at things and look at the broad. I shouldn't say that. I want you to just understand. I really want you to understand what it is that you're truly selling from the big picture, from the feeling standpoint. And I want you to stay narrow. I want you to stay specific. I want you to stay consistent, because that's what builds great brand. So I'll leave you with that, guys. This one is pretty deep, and I want you to sort of digest it. Take some time. If you got any questions, reach out to me on Facebook PM. Reach out to me on Instagram DM. You guys know how to get me, and I'd be happy to discuss or help you with this a little bit further. But that's all I got for today, and I just want to give a huge shout out to Benson, who was the guy that brought this to my attention and really helped me understand, because you get into your business so deep sometimes, you need some help. You need some outside perspective. And Benson Gerner was able to do that for me in 60 minutes, which is going to transform everything going forward. And that little bit of insight was just so powerful. So I share that with you today to help you build that brand that you're proud to promote, and that will help you start to design the life of your dreams. Because I truly believe that every person that walks this earth has an opportunity to live the life of their dreams if they invest in themselves and invest in their brands. So have an awesome day, guys, and I'll catch you on the next episode.
You've been listening to the Brand Doctor Podcast with Henry Kaminski Jr. To get your appointment with the doctor, visit Brand Audit at www.uniquedesignz.net.